So I'm going to explain why Death Knight is not my favorite right now. And there are good changes coming in 9.1 that I will talk about once the team fight dies out. But right now my problems with Death Knight is the damage and the healing, and then also our utility. So pretty much everything. But you know, it might be getting fixed, so we'll see, we'll see. So many knock-arounds. Just let the man play the game. We're just gonna chill streak in the middle of that. Put our dots on people. And now we go on the healer. Our health is going to absolutely plummet here. So we spam Death Strike. Like, I'm waiting for it to just completely disappear. God, I've done nothing but Death Grip their entire team to me. I live through this. My God. The most healing I've ever done is a Death Knight. And we're top damage, too. There's the health being gone. Alright, we'll go over the changes real quick. So, 9.1 PTR PvP talent changes. There are general Death Knight changes as well, but the main changes I want to go over are PvP talent changes. And we'll just go over it real quick. Spell Warden, new honor talent. Rune of Spell Warding is applied to you with 100% increased effect. Not really too great. A really good one, however, that is new as well. Death's Echo. Death's Advance, Death and Decay, and Death Grip have one additional charge. Main important thing there is Death's Advance has an additional charge, and Death Grip has an additional charge. On top of that, Strangulate is now available to all Death Knight specs. Range reduced to 15 yards was 30, but we will be getting a silence effect on all Death Knight specs. So there's that utility that we were really asking for, more or less. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good to see it. It's better than just not having any changes whatsoever, and then just going the whole expansion. Just being fucked. So, you know, it's nice. One thing, though, is I wish they'd kind of throw out changes a little bit earlier. It seems that Blizzard always tends to wait for, like, big releases or big patches to actually do any changes, and it's kind of shitty to see, but other than that, hey, good changes, Blizzard. Kind of looks like you know what you're doing, at least with Death Knights. There are specific Frost changes as well, but those changes that I just listed off were just general, available to all Death Knight specs in PvP. So it's good to see them, like, actually providing it not just to Frost, but to every Death Knight spec, so good job, Blizzard. I have to praise you when you actually do something right. You're doing good things with the honor talents for Death Knights, so it's good to see you, man. One thing you also need to do would be, or it would just be great, if you just made it so Death Knights could actually Death Strike and heal for something, because right now it is just, it is no healing. Just Death Strike, just so little heals. Alright, chill streak here. Do things, chill streak, do things. My God, it did it. Check the healing. I am slowly, very slowly, learning how to play Frosty K with chill streak. Healing's not too bad. Again, it's my main complaint about Death Knight right now. Just the healing isn't too great. So on to Frost DK changes, and there are Unholy Death Knight changes as well, but I'll go over those in another video. This is the main OP one, which I think will more or less make Frost Death Knight played a lot more, and maybe broken, maybe not broken, but likely will be reduced to a less effectiveness. Chains of Ice reduces the target's haste by 12%. Frost Strike refreshes the duration of Chains of Ice. So pretty much a perma-slow that can possibly give someone negative haste, like yours truly. If I had Chains of Ice applied to me with this honor talent, I would have -3 haste. I'd just like to let that be known. 12% haste takeaway for applying a slow that is constantly refreshed with our rotation. It's a good idea, but the thing about it is I really feel like 12% haste is too much. I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of my characters barely even are able to touch 12% haste, let alone have more than it. So that'll be interesting to see. Definitely very interesting to see. But we'll see, man. Maybe I'll go on PTR, test it out a little bit. Oh, chill streak, so strong. So strong when they're all just stacked up. Get dots on all these guys. Wish I wasn't a Death Knight. Fleshcraft here. Will they interrupt it? Of course not. Think I'll forget about you, Priest. I won't. But I probably will, and I will get knocked off. Be merciful. My health. Just looking for someone to death strike. Ally, please. Oh, just 10,000. Anyway, so 12% haste reduction. Dead of Winter no longer reduces the radius of Remorseless Winter. Death Chill, range increased to 8 yards. Delirium, don't really care about that. New thing, Shroud of Winter. Enemies within 8 yards of you become shrouded in winter, reducing the range of their spells and abilities by 30%. So range reduction, on top of haste reduction, on top of the utility of Strangulate, Death's Echo. I mean, there's some good changes for Frost coming up. The main one I kind of want to talk about is Unholy. I actually think Unholy will be my go-to Death Knight spec just because I like the way it plays. And these new Unholy changes, oh man, they, like, so good. So good, dude. Here soon I'll make a video, I swear, dude. The changes are so good. Pretty much, I'll just, like, go over it barely, but I'll make a video, another video talking about it specifically, but the changes are essentially Necrotic Wounds is going to be applied whenever you can, just like normal baseline whenever you apply, like, a Festering Wound. Whenever you pop a Festering Wound, it will pretty much apply the Necrotic Wound effect. But then, on top of that, also heal you. Which is, like, the OP part, is the healing part. And I'll go over it more, but pretty much, Necrotic Strike, but you gain healing for however much the healing absorption grants. And there is no longer Necrotic Strike ability, it is just baked into your normal Festering Wound pops. That's gonna be... I don't want to say OP, but Death Knight's, like, that is the healing Death Knight's need, just baseline. And it's only for Unholy, sadly, like, this big Festering Wounds change, it's definitely going to increase the tankiness of Unholy. And I think the reason I'd definitely play Unholy over Frost is literally just because of the tankiness. I think the tankiness is just what's going to make it just super strong. Unlike my health here. It's so squishy. Reading stuff is not my strongest strength in general, especially WoW stuff, so now on to the gameplay. I'm definitely going to compare this gameplay to 9.1 gameplay and just see the difference, because those Unholy changes look so good, but just all of them in general, like, will be so much more useful against casters and stuff. The one thing I don't really know about is spell warding. Like, I don't know if anyone's going to use that. The only way that would be useful is if you're in arena and you switch to the other weapon whenever you went against, like, a caster comp. Instead of Rune of Razor Ice, I think you'd run Crusader and Spell Warding. What's even over here? Okay, just a priest, dude. Just a priest that we can't touch. So scared of this other priest. The priest power combo, though, is what's making it for their team. Haven't used Death's Advance once, let's actually use that. Having 2 charges of that, maybe it'll encourage me to just use Death's Advance a little bit more. Kill streak here. Fuck, that was, wow. That is like, they're so close to each other, but that was far enough away to where my chill streak was not bouncing. That is crazy to me. Rogue Y. Come on, man. We have standards here. We get that, go on the healer. Just kidding, Runic Star below. Interrupt mind games. Can't really do anything about the other healer. So depressing how little, like, I honestly think Death Strike is better used than Frost Strike, just because it heals you and it does suppressingly, like, the same amount of damage as Frost Strike. Which I don't quite grasp. Frost Strike should definitely do more damage, but, you know, what can you do? Maybe Spell Warding would be good when you dual wield. It would actually encourage Death Knights to dual wield in PvP for the magical damage reduction, but... Oh no, a lot of utility. That is for sure. Like not much damage changes, but definitely a lot of defensive changes, which, honestly, I think Death Knight damage is okay. There's some downtime to it where your burst just isn't as strong as it should be, but the healing and utility is definitely where we're lacking, and it's good to see these changes coming in to kind of address that. So, yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, description, bell thing, Twitch, Twitter, all those things. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, it's the giant red subscribe button. And click the bell thing to be notified whenever I release new videos. Till next time, take it easy, guys.